Yeah, hi everyone. So today we will see few of the concepts in SQL, which is mainly related to subquery and correlated subquery. And if there is a time, we will see self join as well. So basically, what is a subquery? So if you see over here, subqueries can be self-contained, namely independent of the outer query, or they can be correlated, namely having a reference to a column from the table in the outer query. So I will give you example also in some time. So if you see over here, I have written subquery is self-contained subquery and correlated subquery. 1 minute. We can say the types of. It is a self-contained subquery and co-related subquery. So in the self-contained subquery, there will be multiple types are there. One is scalar subquery, then another one is multi-valued subquery, and then table valued. We will see the example of scalar and multi-valued subquery, and this subquery is a self-contained subquery. So what is a self-contained subquery? Can anyone tell me in little brief if anyone has idea? Self What is self-contained subquery?
In single table, it will queried in two tables.
Sorry, I am not getting.
In a single table, we can split as a two tables and find the query.
No. Actually, self-contained subquery means there is a subquery inside the from clause, or we can say that where clause of the select statement, right? There is another query. So at that time, we can independently execute the inner query without any error. So inner query will be executed independently without any error. We will see the example in some time. So this is known as self-contained subquery. And scalar subquery means which returns only single row, or we can say that single value, which is known as scalar subquery, whereas multi value subquery is returning multiple rows or multiple values, and table value subquery returning a table kind of result. So that is known as table value subquery and correlated subquery. So that we will see later on. Okay, over here it is mentioned correlated, namely having a reference to a column from the table in the outer query. So that we will see later on. Now let's see one of the example of scalar valued subquery. So now here we need to identify the all the products which unit price is matching with the minimum of unit price from the same table, production dot products table. So over here what kind of query this one will be? Can anyone tell me? Means we will write the subquery over here, right? So that subquery will be a what kind of or what type of subquery, we can say that. So whenever we write minimum, maximum, or any kind of 1 minute. Whenever we write any kind of aggregate function, if we are not mentioning the group by clause, then it will return a single value. It will return a single value, right? So this is returning a single value to us. So now, so what is a scalar subquery? Which returns only a single row, or we can say that a single value. Now we require all the products where unit price equal to equal to what? Minimum of unit price, right? Minimum of unit price from production dot product table. So now let me try to execute whether it will execute. Okay, so this is the product information which is having, which is returning only a single row, right? Which is returning only a single row. So what is our minimum of unit price? That we have seen over here, right? 1.50. 1.50 is a minimum of unit price, and from the production dot products table we want all the details, all the details from minimum of unit price from the production dot product table. So this is considered as a scalar value subquery because it is returning only a single row, right? And one thing to remember over is here is whenever we are dealing with the scalar subquery, at that time we are writing a equal to operator over here, or we can, let me try with the in operator. I think this one will also work. Okay, but mostly we are writing the equal to operator only whenever we are dealing with scalar subquery. So up to here everything is clear, right? What is scalar subquery in SQL?
Output will return only single row.
Yes, yes. Output will return only single row, 1.50. Now we can, but suppose what if in this production dot product table there is a two value with minimum of unit price, means two value which is 1.50. So can we try it to insert data into this table? Insert into production dot product values. Now product ID. Okay, 10333. We can write mob, then supplier ID 1 1 1.50 and then 0. Let me try to insert data into this table. Okay, it is inserted, right? Now, can anyone tell me this query will work or not? We have inserted one data into the table with minimum of unit price 1.50. Now, does this query work or not?
I think not work
Okay, why?
because there is two values, right? Minimum values.
So what we have to do? Any changes we have to do in the query to work?
We can use in operator over.
I think select the minimum unit price. There we can use the top one.
No, no, no. Yes, before that one person speak. In operator we can use. Now let me try. So now this is correct one, right? So here you need to understand where we can write equal to, or where we can write in. That is also we need to understand. If we use equal to operator, then let me try. Then also it is working. Oh, okay. Then also it is working over here, but in below one it may be fail. We will see it. But mostly whenever one row is there, we are using equal to operator, and where there are multiple rows are returning, then we are using in operator. Okay, now let's see the example of multi-valued subquery. So here we have two different tables are there. Production.product table are there, and then production.suppliers table are there. And over here we have supplier ID. Supplier ID is available in both the table. So let me just execute top 10. Okay, so here supplier ID is present in both the table. Now we require all the products from the production.product table, all the product from the production.product table, where from the suppliers table, country is there, right? Country, yes, over here country is there. From the suppliers table, country will be Japan. So we require all the products from the product ID, product name, unit price. We require these columns from the production.product table, where country will be Japan. So now can anyone help me to write this query?
Select star from products P, inner join.
Production dot no, no. Not by using join, we need to use subquery.
Okay. Yes. So we-
Can you please repeat the question?
Okay, here we require all the products from the production.product table, means we require product ID, product name, and unit price, right, which is in the production.product table, but only for those products which has country information in Japan only, not any other country. And we need to use subquery only, we cannot use join.
In
Okay,
both
okay.
tables, which one is the key column?
Yeah, you can see supplier ID is present in this table, as well
Yeah,
as
okay,
supplier
okay.
ID is present in this table also.
Yeah, okay. First of all, we can take the values from supply table, select. Supplier ID from the table where Japan equal to, I mean country equal to Japan.
Okay, select star from
No, no, supplier. Okay, okay. Can proceed.
supplier
Um,
where.
Country equal to Japan.
Okay,
Yeah, okay. And here we get the only Japan details, which compared to other tables. So that's why on top of you write the select start from production, right? Yeah.
okay. Now,
Well, now in top you write that select start from production. There we start. We can mention the product details, whatever we have. We want product name,
okay,
production,
product ID,
product.
product name, and unit price. Okay, now
Okay. Where
where.
uh, supplier ID. So in both table, key column supplier ID in, and in below the query will kept in the brackets, open bracket and close bracket.
Okay,
Here star we can replace with the supplier ID. Select supplier ID from production dot supply. Okay,
product
once check
dot. Okay, product dot supplier ID or suppliers dot supplier ID.
supplier dot supplier ID.
Now, okay, now complete.
Yeah, okay. Once run with the query, you can see what.
Okay, and here we can mention country column.
Here below we can take in the country, right?
Uh,
Japan.
yes, over here we have already mentioned the country.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so this should be our result set, right? This should be our result set. All these products are based upon Japan country.
Japan country. Yeah, right.
But now, can we write equal to over here?
Yeah, I think equal also right. There is a one particular column we can take in, right? One value. Country equal to Japan.
Okay, let me try it.
Yeah,
So this is the thing. This is the thing I am talking about previously.
yeah, right.
Whenever subquery is returning more than one row, or we can say that subquery return more than one row, this is not permitted when the subquery for rows equal to not equal to less than or when subquery is used as an expression. So यहाँ पे जो हमारी inner query है, our inner query is returning more than one row, right? So at that time we cannot use the equal to operator over here. We must have to use the in operator, and that is the catch. You are getting this kind of error many times while working in the real time projects. And also, this is a correlated subquery or self-contained subquery. Now, can anyone tell me?
Correlated, right?
Correlated. No, no, no. This is not a correlated subquery. This is a self-contained subquery because what I have mentioned in the initial state, whenever the subquery is self-contained subquery, at that time we can execute the inner query independently.
Yes, right, right.
And in terms of correlated subquery, we cannot execute the inner query independently. It will throw some error.
Yeah, okay, understand.
Okay, so this is known as multi-valued. Why multi-valued? Because this now, can anyone tell me why this is known as multi-valued?
We can get the multiple different rows, right? Values.
Uh,
Multiple rows are coming.
yes, yes, right. Because of multiple rows are coming in our result set, it is known as multi-valued subquery. and above one only single value are returning, so it is known as single means scalar, scalar subquery. Now let me execute this one. This is also returning same thing or not? Yes, this is also returning six rows, and this is also returning six rows, right? Now how can we write this query using join? Now let me know the query for this one using join only.
Yeah, okay.
What I have to write?
Select start from production dot
We
products.
can give alias, right? Alias.
Yeah, right. Legend production dot suppliers on s dot p dot supplier id equal to s dot supplier id, where country equal to Japan.
Okay, and here.
You can mention the column names, whatever we require.
So okay, this is also returning six rows. So this is known as multi-value subquery. 1 minute. Now, what is a correlated related subquery? So I have written something over here. Correlated subqueries are subqueries where the inner query has a reference to a column from the table in the outer query. This is one line you can say that. Correlated sub. So here inner query has a reference to the outer query for some specific column. So if you see over here, now can anyone tell me I can execute this query over here or not?
No,
No, because P1.
it is throw error.
Okay, P1 is outer side, right? P1 is outer
Yes.
Right.
side, only
Outer,
P2 is
outside.
inner side. So here,
Yeah, but
uh,
here
so this is all known as correlated subquery because inner query cannot be executed independently. The multi-part identifier P1 dot category could not be found. So this is not known as self-contained. This is correlated subquery. Now they are trickier to work with compared to the self-contained subqueries because you can't just highlight the inner portion and run it independently. So this is more little complex than the subquery because here we cannot highlight this inner query and run it independently, right? So to debug the problem with the correlated subquery is little complicated. As an example, suppose that you need to return products with the minimum unit price, product with the minimum unit price per category. So here we are returning products from the minimum unit price per category. So from the production dot products table, only category column is there, right? Category ID. So we are mentioning this category ID over here is a P1 dot category ID, and then this P2 dot category ID we are mentioning over here from the inner query. You can use the Covell subquery to return the minimum unit price out of the products where the category ID is equal to the one in the outer row. So here it will compare every each and every row. It will give the product ID from the outer, sorry, category ID from the outer query, right? Then this category ID will be compared with the inner products P2 inner queries category ID. If it is equal, then it will give the minimum of unit price, and then it will compare over here in the filter condition, and then it will return the result.
Uh, what is the query execution? Will it work outer
Uh,
query first or inner query?
okay, 1 minute. Equal to the one, the where the product category are equal to the one in the outer row. So it will first execute the inner query, and then the result set of the inner query it will compare with the outer query with the category ID, and category ID if it is equal, then it will give us the result. So if you see, let me, okay, this is, here we can write P1 like this, P1. Okay, now can we write P2? This one we cannot write, right? P2 could not be found. But if we mention this T, then also it is not working. Okay, because we have not mentioned it in the select. Here we can write this one as minimum unit. Now let me try this if it is possible. Minimum unit. Okay, it won't work as a table expression. It is won't work as a table expression, or we can say that derived table. So this is another example of the correlated subquery where we have used the exist operator. So here it will first execute this inner query, right? Inner query, but sorry, it is no, it cannot be executed because over here reference of the inner query is available with the outer query, so it cannot execute independently. So it will compare the entire record from this entire table, and then it will match the customer ID from this inner query as well as with the outer query, and then it will return the order date equal to February 12, 2007. So all the orders which is placed on this particular date, it is returning based upon the customer ID column from the customers and order table. We may see more examples whenever we will do the exercises from our query sessions. From this query, if this concept will come, then at that time we will see few more examples of this subqueries. Up to here everything is clear, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. Perfect.
Okay, now we will see.
Uh,
Yes.
can you explain this correlated once again? The two queries that you explained before.
Okay.
You have used only one table using correlated, and in another query you have used two different tables.
Okay. Actually, it is based on the requirement, right? So here, what we are telling here, we are telling the production dot product. We require all the data from the production dot product table, where unit price is equal to minimum of unit price. But also at the same time, we want to compare the category ID, right? We want to compare the category ID from production dot products table with the same production dot product table. So if that category ID in the outer query and sorry in the outer query and inner query, in both the queries category ID is common column, then it will compare the minimum unit price with this unit price.
Can you please show the result of it? So it is basically happening on the same table.
Yes, yes, it is happening on the same table. 1 minute.
Okay.
Category, okay. Select minimum of unit price. Okay, we will run all of this. And category ID is 1 and 2 is there, right? 1 and 2.
Yes.
So this 1 minute.
Okay, so under the category we have different products. So accordingly, okay.
Unit price equal to minimum of unit price. Okay. Category wise, it is showing. It is different categories, right? So all the category wise, it is showing the data. But this category ID should be common in, because we have only one table, right? If we have any other table over here and we are matching category ID from that table, at that time it should be that those category ID is present in both the table, right?
Yes.
But here there is a single table, so it will obviously matching only, right? Because it is a
Mm.
single table. But if here there is other table, then suppose category ID 10 is present in this table, but
Yes.
those 10 category IDs not present in inner query, then it will not returning the result set,
Okay.
right? Because here we are matching over here p2 dot category id equal to p1 dot category id. So it should be present in p2 and p1 both only, then only it will returning the result.
Okay.
As you can see
So
in the
the inner query is giving multiple values, right?
yeah, inner query is giving multiple values. Why? Because
And you have used equal to operator here.
okay, we have used the equal to operator here.
It is giving minimum unit price. So I think it's giving.
Yeah, it is giving minimum of unit price per category. We can say that. Actually, equal to here it will be fine. Equal to, or we can use in also. Let me try to use in. So in also it is working. But at the equal to, when equal to will not work, When it is a self-contained subquery, here it is a correlated, so it is comparing one by one row with the
Okay.
inner query and outer query. But at the time of the self-contained subquery, we must have to use the in operator. We cannot use equal to at that
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Now, over here it is a ta- different tables, right? Exist operator we have used, and we have compared the orders table. Previously, we have compared the customer table, and in the inner query, we have compared the orders table, and this customer ID column is common in both the tables. So if this order date has particular customer ID, right? This order date has few customer ID, and those customer ID should be present in orders table as well as customer table. At that time only it will returning the result. We can write here not exist, non exist also. Let me not, I think not exist. So all this customer, let me execute any one of the customer where cust id equal to 25. Now let me try to use this one. Okay, we need to check this order date also, right? And so now you can see, right? There is no any customer R exist on this
Mm.
particular order date.
Mm.
So in terms of not exist, it will return all the customers which is not exist in the orders table on this particular date. So 25 customer ID is specifically not exist in the orders table on this particular date. That is why it is returning in this query 25.
Mm.
This one, right?
Okay.
Because it is not exist. So this exist and not exist operator also we can use with the correlated subqueries this way. Now we will see one of the example of one or two example of self join.
Can we use exist in self-contained?
Self contained. Mm, वे सप्लायर आईडी ओके ये यहाँ पे हम
Yes.
ट्राई करके देखते ये या देखते हैं ओके वेयर यहाँ पे ये नहीं आएगा आई थिंक वी शुड बी वर्क ओनली यहाँ पे 79 दिया और यहाँ पे रिजल्ट आई थिंक डिफरेंट आ रहा है देखा रिजल्ट इज गेटिंग डिफरेंट
Yes. Yes.
यहाँ पे जो रिजल्ट दे रहा है और ऊपर की क्वेरी में जो रिजल्ट दे रहा है दोनों रिजल्ट अलग अलग है यहाँ पे हम मुझे लगता है यहाँ पे कंट्री it is working but result is giving wrong one. Select supplier id from production where country equal.
Yes, sir.
Hmm, यहाँ पे हम देखते हैं सप्लायर आईडी देखते हैं और 1278। अब यहाँ पे कोई ऐसा देखते जिसमें जापान ना हो। ओके, नहीं, एक मिनट, नॉट इक्वल टू जापान। अरे यार, यहाँ पे सप्लायर आईडी दे देते। ये प्रॉपर वर्क नहीं कर रहा है, पता नहीं इसका। बट नॉर्मली एग्जिस्ट जो होता है वो कोरिलेटेड के टाइम ही यूज करने को होता है, क्योंकि सेल्फ कंटेंट में तो हम इजीली इक्वल टू और इन ऑपरेटर यूज कर सकते हैं, राइट। फिर हमें क्यों क्वेरी को कॉम्प्लेक्स करना एग्जिस्ट यूज करके। ये रीजन है, क्योंकि सेल्फ कंटेंट वी कैन डायरेक्टली यूज इक्वल टू और इन, राइट। अब एग्जिस्ट में हमारे पास कोई और एग्जिस्ट में, हाँ, यहाँ पे हम ये भी देखते किधर यूज किया था, हाँ, ये है ना, वेर एग्जिस्ट। ओके, सप्लायर, यहाँ पे हमें वो कंडीशन देनी पड़ेगी। यहाँ पे रिजल्ट गलत ही देगा, क्योंकि हमें सप्लायर आईडी को सप्लायर आईडी के साथ मैच करवाना है। 4 and 6 है, राइट। 4 and 6 है यहाँ पे, 4 and 6 है। अब यहाँ पे देखते हैं, सप्लायर आईडी 1 2। ये आपने यहाँ पे नोटिस किया, यहाँ पे जो जापान का सप्लायर आईडी है जापान का, वो क्या है, 4 and 6 है, राइट। जापान का सप्लायर आईडी 4 and 6 है। अब हम ये पूरा क्वेरी रन करेंगे तो 4 and 6 का ही डेटा आना चाहिए, बट काफी सारा और भी डेटा आ रहा है। 4 and 6 का तो आ रहा है, पर ये सारा भी आ रहा है, 1 7 8, वो सब भी आ रहा है, वो गलत है। वो गलत, दैट इज रॉन्ग वन। सो
Yes, yes.
हम उसको यूज कर सकते हैं, कोरिलेटेड के टाइम पे ही हमें वो सही रिजल्ट देगा। नाउ लेट मी शो यू वन एग्जांपल ऑफ सेल्फ join. So now can anyone tell me what is a self join?
Yes, self join. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, self join is nothing but joining the table itself. Means in the self join, we have to consider one psychology behind it. Like every column is not a column, every column is a table like that. If we consider every column as a table, so we may be possibly very able to apply the self join like that. Am I good for that?
Yes, yes, yes. Mainly we can say that. Mainly we can say that self join is a joining a table to itself only by using some column from only a single table. So over here, if you see over here, I am executing one query EMP table, and this EMP table, I have given two different aliases, right? E1 and E2. So consider this one as one table and below one as another table. Actually, it is a single table only. So I have written the data over here in the Excel file. It is a single table only. This is known as E1, and this is known as E2. E1 and E2, right? Now, now can anyone help me to write the query? I want the manager name column this table. I want to display the manager name column from writing a query. Over here, if you see over here, manager ID is given, right? But manager name is not given.
Right.
But now I want one extra column in which manager name should be there. Now how can I write the query? So we can E1 join E1 dot manager ID E2 dot EMP ID we need to compare. Now let me try with E1 dot star comma E2 dot star. Now if you see over here, uh, E2 dot EMP name is, we can say that manager name. Now if you see, now what is the issue over here? Can anyone tell me? There is one issue over here in this query.
There is no employee ID for one.
Right, exactly. There is no employee ID for one. Why? Em- because this even dot manager ID for employee ID for one manager ID is null, right? Manager ID is null, so it is not there. Now I want that detail. Now what can I do?
With the help of coalesce function, we may replace the null value to any value. Is it possible?
Yeah, that is possible. But from this last result set, we are not getting that employee ID one detail. We are not getting that employee ID one detail. Now I want employee ID one detail also in the last result set. For that, what changes I have to made in my query? You are getting the question, right? From this result sets, you are getting the question, right?
Yes, sir. We just want in comparison the null value, so we need to retrieve the record for the null, right?
Yes. We need to retrieve the record for the null.
So in that case, right, we have to use E1 dot employee ID equal to E2 dot manager ID.
You know,
E1 dot employee ID equal to E2 dot manager ID.
no. Let me try. One, two, two. This is giving us wrong result. I think Harshit manager ID is null. Harshit manager ID is null. Then manager name is Manish. That is not possible, right? Also, where is six? Six record is not coming. Employee ID
Yeah,
six record is not coming.
yeah. Yes.
Very simple. Very simple thing. Just thought what is our requirement. No one has idea. Who are they? Very simple thing. V- You have studied join, right? I have taken one class of join. You are aware about all the join types. Now, what this join is doing?
It is self
We
join.
can take the left join. Left join.
Ah, left join. Now it will show me that Harshit, right? This is the thing we need to understand, guys. Now let me ask you one more question. Even dot emp id, then even dot emp name, even dot salary. Now one more question. Here in place of Harshit manager name, which is null, I want super manager. Harshit is a super manager. So how I can write it?
By updating.
What?
What is that super manager weight? Like how we can use that?
Uh, देखो.
In the manager name you want to write,
Yes. In manager name. Yes.
we can update the manager name.
No. We actually
We can write the case condition.
okay. How we can write the case condition?
Case when
कहाँ पे? Last column, right? Last column.
yeah, mhm.
Okay. Case when.
when uh, manager name
Okay. Manager name.
Harshit, when Harshit equal to
No.
manager name Harshit, then super
क्या मैं no manager name Harshit. Where is
yeah, manager
no
name
no
then
uh, uh, देखो यहाँ पे
yeah,
हमें वी वांट
in
इन
null
प्लेस.
values we replace with the super manager, right?
हाँ yes.
Yes, when ID EMP ID one, otherwise manager name null, then super name
Okay, when
manager name
manager name is null, then
then super manager.
super manager is okay. Else
Yes, can employee. Yes.
this is a wrong one. Where is the column manager name? Invalid column name manager name.
Otherwise, manager ID is null
Okay, manager
in
ID
our
mgr id is null. Then super manager. Okay, now let me try. Okay, it is coming, right?
yeah, right.
Okay, now let me try. There is one, from my point of view, there is one more solution. Just before few times someone has picked Can anyone has remember that thing?
Coalesce function.
Ah, coalesce. Let me try manager, or we can say e2 dot emp name, then comma. Now let me execute this one. Why?
It's not selected only.
Sorry.
In earlier execution, we haven't selected the select line. That's why error maybe.
Okay. Okay. Yes, it is coming, right? Super manager. So actually, this is the beauty of SQL. You can say that one thing we can do with multiple ways, right? Either in a query or any specific way, logic also we can do same thing with many different ways. If you know two three different ways, then it is very good. We can say that over here we have done two things with two one thing with these two different similar ways, right? Now we will see one more query and then we will wind up for today. So that query is very famous interview question. This is a EMP. This table is given us. We need to find out those employee details whose salary is more than their manager's salary. You are getting this question, right?
Yes.
We need to find out those employees whose salary is more than their manager's salary. Now let me show you the table. This is my table. Let me copy this data into the Excel file. Now tell me over here whose employee is qualifying this condition. वन 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 का मैनेजर कौन है? थ्री थ्री, राइट? सो तीन की सैलरी क्या है? 6000 है. देखो यहाँ पे हमें कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करना है. वी आई एम एग्जीक्यूटिंग कॉपिंग दिस टेबल अगेन ऑल्सो. नाउ इफ यू कंपेयर दिस वन, अब वन का मैनेजर आईडी कौन है? वन का मैनेजर आईडी इज थ्री, राइट? सो यू हैव टू गो टू दिस third row, and third row salary you need to find, which is 6000, right? अब वन का सैलरी क्या है? वन का सैलरी इज 5000. सो डज 5000 इज मोर देन 6000? आंसर इज नो, राइट? नाउ लेट मी जंप टू द टू. Who is the manager of two? Two's manager id is 4. Now what is the salary of 4?
9,000.
4 salary is 9000. So does 8000 is more than 9000? Again no.
No.
So this will not qualify. Now 3.
3 employee.
Manager ID is null.
3 का मैनेजर
Three
आईडी
no
नल है,
manager.
तो यहाँ पे देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. और 4 का मैनेजर आईडी है 3.
60
6,000.
salary 5,000.
4 का मैनेजर आईडी कौन है? 3. अब 3 की सैलरी क्या है? 6000.
6,000.
अब यहाँ पे 4 इसकी सैलरी जो है 9000 है. 9000 is greater than 6000, right?
Yes.
So what should be our result?
Manish. 4,000.
420.
Yes, right. This should be our result. Now how
Yes.
can we write the query for the same? यही चीज हमें we need to frame a SQL query, right?
Yes.
And this is also we can say that example of self join, right?
Self-join.
Hmm,
Yes.
yes. So now how can we write the query for the same?
The same we have just done for the right
For the
employee ID
manager.
and manager ID.
Okay,
So we can use
can you speak now? We can write
yes. So let's
E
start from EMP E1.
E1
Uh, inner
now,
join
or we can say that join
join EMP
E2
E2.
on E1 dot.
E1 dot manage sorry E1 dot manager ID equal to E2 dot ID,
Now
where E1 dot salary
Even dot.
greater than E2 dot salary.
so perfect, right? The first
Yes.
table is showing the E- E1 means this is our master table we can say, and then this is we you can say this 1 2 3 4 row from the first table, and this 1 2 3 4 row from the second table, which I have shown you in the Excel file, right? So now Manish 9,000 and is manager is 3. So Manish 9,000 manager is 3. Now again in the second table ID is 3, Suresh means 3, Suresh 6,000. So this 9,000 is greater than 6,000. So Manish will be our answer.
Yes.
You got it.
We can select the columns, particular columns
Yeah,
instead of
actually I
star.
have selected all the columns because of
Mm-hmm.
understanding purpose. Now
Yes.
whichever column you require, suppose you require Manish only, right? Name. So you
Mm-hmm.
can in place of star you can show name only, Manish. But I have selected all the columns for understanding purpose
Oh,
because we can compare, right? This
yes.
now 1,000 and 6,000.
So
So up
this
to
what is the difference between join and inner join? You have used this join here before you have used inner join.
okay, no, actually, there is no difference between join and inner join. If you write inner only, then also it will give same result. If you do not write inner only, then also it is same result. But the point is over here is whenever you do not specify any inner or left or right, at that time it is by default inner join.
Okay.
At that
So
type
by default it is considered as inner join.
by default it is considered as an inner join. But over here in this particular case, we are joining the same table two times, right?
Yes, yes.
So that is why this is actually we can consider as a self join also, even though it is inner join. But because of we are joining the same table two times, we can consider is as a self join.
Okay.
But if it is a some other table over here like department, then we cannot consider as a self join. Then what join we can consider this one as?
It's left join.
No, it is inner join because it
In
is simple
Yeah, yeah.
join, right?
Yes, yes.
Whenever you are
it is
mentioning
giving us
simple join,
the column.
sorry,
It is giving us the match rows only, whatever
no,
rows
no,
are matching. So,
yeah, it is giving us the match rows. That is right. But I told one more thing: when we are specifying only join without any
mm-hmm.
keyword inner, left, right,
Mm-hmm.
at that time by default it
Mm-hmm.
is considering as a inner join only.
Inner. Yes.
But because
Yeah,
of
got it.
you, we are using over here same tables, at that time we can consider as inner or self join. anything, because over here you cannot write self keyword. This is not any specific keyword, right?
Yes, sir.
This self join is a keyword in Oracle SQL, but over here in SQL Server it is not a keyword self. So that we are not using self keyword, and we are using only join keyword, and that is you can consider as a either inner or self, anything. It is clear now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, from these classes, how many of you have attended yesterday's class? You all have attended yesterday class?
Not me. This is the first class I'm attending.
This is first class.
Okay, Kanchan is speaking, right? Previously.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Actually, yesterday, okay, Garima has also missed yesterday's class. Actually, yesterday class, I have taken one project only. Let me show you. So in that project, actually, what it is there, we have few different tables are given. Few different tables are given, around two to three different tables has been given, and from that table we are they have given us the 10 different queries, and we have solved चार record nahi chahiye, all the 10 queries. So that is considered as a project. You can go through this yesterday class recording whenever you have time. So we will cover few projects also in some of the weekends.
Sure.
In this you will understand so many concepts, like I have shown you in the initially in this. Okay, here in the top I have written, we have considering sum and count aggregate functions, then ranking functions, then group by and order by clauses, then case statements, common table expressions. All these five concepts I have covered in this 10 or 9 different queries I have explained in yesterday class. So you can go through this entire thing, and if you have any doubt, then you can ping me on WhatsApp, or you can mention in the comment section of the video. Anything will be fine.
Okay. Got it.
But this one was very wonderful example of all the concepts we have covered till now in our classes.
Okay.
Yeah, Harshit.
Yes,
Yes, I have one question. So may I ask?
yes.
Yes, actually, currently I'm working on one of the project for one of the IT company as a freelancing. Okay. So in this company provided me means a database and their source of information here coming like that. So database has basically actually no, almost 110 tables like that, and the tables is differently coming from different applications like that. So whenever I ask for the ER diagram and whatever the relationship and knowledge transfer, they don't have even knowledge transfer about that and the proper ER diagram. So how may I understand the relation between the tables? Because if I means continuously applying the select query, there is a multiple time of the same column coming out of that. So do you have any tricks or idea about to understand the better and memorizing the table relationship and analyzing the relation?
Okay. But you have only single database, right? Single database will be single only, right?
They have make a single database because they already have a developed application in Laravel and PHP, and they are demanding me to develop in the Power BI like that. So I have to make it myself, but I have stuck because with the help of only the join query, means I have tried to join the 6 or 7 tables, but still there is a means a paginated report. So more than the 20 or 30 columns like that. 20 or 30 tables. So it is not possible to combine whole with a join like that. So I have to make a different views first, and with the help of views, I have to use into a modeling part of the Power BI like that. But I am facing the challenge into the database relationship identifying like that, because they have a wrong ER diagram, and they also don't know from where they means are getting the data, because they have given the third party support for the applications and like that.
Mhm. Then you are not aware about that, how many means how tables are interconnected with each other.
Yes, right.
You are not getting that thing, right?
Yes, I have to own means understand by myself, because nobody knows about that data structure and like that.
Hmm.
And ER diagram I have just try with the online some application like but it is not giving the correct information.
Ah, because maybe the column names are different in different tables, right?
Right,
So
right.
uh, even though matching values are present in different table, but column names are different, then they cannot be auto connected in ER
Right,
diagram, right?
right.
Then in that case, I think only one solution. You need to means you need to write the top every query of all the main tables. You can ask if possible, or either you can divide tables in two different bunches. Like one is fact table and another is transaction table.
Yes, I have analyzed the fact in the transition table, but still there is a n number of the similar columns like that in different tables like that. So it is not very difficult to analyze means from where data is coming actually and where it is going like that. So in this condition, I have just a counselor about some senior counselor. They means clearly said that it won't be possible like that. And I have given them commitment them to means I will make the report within 2 or 3 months, and almost I have wasted the 2 months for that. So should I continue this or left? What we means I do like that? No worries.
Uh,
Let's see.
hmm. Actually, I have never faced this kind of thing, but maybe you can select top 10 data from all the tables, and then you can analyze starting few
Yes, sir.
tables analyzing that you have done already.
I already analyzed and done with it, and finally solution come to like that. If there is requirement of if else condition, it will be possible via the M query or the PHP scripting like that, or Python scripting like that. So it goes to further advancement.
Okay, okay.
So there is no solution for that to analyze the without KT the table relationship like that, right?
Yes, yes. Without without table relationships, how can we identify those things? Either we have some kind of document will be there, or either we have some PPTs or of ER diagram or any kind of thing should be there. Otherwise, how we
Okay.
can say?
Okay. Let me try. If you find any solution for that, please update me, Harshit. Okay.
Okay, okay, sure, yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
May I know the structure of the classes, how many classes are done, and what we will achieve at the end of the class, or like how they are structured? Or,
Okay. I will tell you 1 minute. Okay, so actually, I have one YouTube channel. So in that YouTube channel, I will be
Hmm?
uploading all the classes which we are
Okay.
covering. So till now around, if you see over here, 1 minute, I went to go to the playlist. So in this
Hmm?
playlist, uh,
Hmm?
this SQL class recordings in Hindi language, actually it will be mixed language, Hindi plus English also. So till now I
Okay.
have covered around, subscribe to my channel, and 1 minute, till now I have covered around 6 to 7 classes already, right?
Okay.
या
Yes. Yes. Yes.
सो
People class. I get
1 मिनट
it.
मैं इतना बताता हूँ. यहाँ पे ये हमारा आंसर. So till now I have covered around 7 to 8 classes. So if you see this, I will put this link into the chat box.
Sure.
So this is the class recordings from basics. I have explained everything from starting creating a table and inserting the data into the same. Then as all types of joins I have explained. Then ranking functions and set operators also I have explained. So in this playlist
Okay.
you will find everything regarding that. Now if you see over here in this Excel file,
Hmm?
1 minute. If you see in this Excel file, I have mentioned everything is three different phases. So three different phases. So this is the first phase, right? This is the first
Okay.
phase. So from
Hmm?
first phase, all the thing I am marking is green. Now this self join also will be green. So all the green highlighted thing I have already covered in till date.
Okay.
So this is the first phase in which conceptual training will be there. Then this is the phase 2. So phase 2, in phase 2 we will write around 50 to 54 queries which is already asked in MNC companies or any of the IT companies interviews, right?
Okay.
And these all the queries are I have taken from the different platform like Data Lemur or Lit Code.
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
I am the actually I have taken the premium membership from Data Lemur and Lit Code, both the platform. So I will able to access the premium queries, right?
Question.
So
Yes. Yes.
that
Yes.
from, so some of the queries from these 54 queries that are also premium queries also. So
Okay.
which
Okay.
we will see in after covering the phase 1.
Okay.
After covering the phase 1 we will see these 54 queries. In these 54 queries we will cover in around 8 to 10 classes only on weekends.
Okay. Okay.
And and
The timing of the classes will be the same, like 11 to 12 or.
actually today because of the match is there,
Okay.
we
Okay.
have arranged at 11 to 12, but normally we are arranging on 6 to 7:30 in the evening.
Yes. Okay.
6 to 7:30 in the evening, and all the class recordings will be uploaded on my YouTube channel. And after covering this phase 1 and phase 2 we will see project also. From this project actually we have already covered this one yesterday.
Got it. So, do you have any separate WhatsApp group also? I have followed some fab job there. I got the link, so I joined today.
Yeah, I have WhatsApp group for this class also. 1 minute, I will share my WhatsApp number. You will ping me personally, I will share you the WhatsApp group link.
Sure, sure. So
So this
basically,
is
we are preparing from basic till the interview questions on SQL, right?
yes, right, actually already basics is already covered over here.
Yes, yes. I'll see the videos from YouTube and then we'll.
Okay, and I have share the my WhatsApp number. You can WhatsApp,
Yes,
I
yes.
will share you the group link, and then you can join in that group for regular updates.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome. So till now all this green marked activity we have covered already. And
Okay,
all this green marked video is already available in my YouTube.
got it.
Okay, so guys,
Yes.
okay, and